Outlander botanist, and today I thought I would show you a walled kitchen garden. Now this is a kitchen garden that's in a state park, and the purpose of the kitchen garden, as the name applies, was to grow the vegetables and herbs that were going to be used in the kitchen. The kitchen garden typically was pretty close to the house. Now, not all kitchen gardens were walled. This is a garden that was created for a person that was quite wealthy, and the walls not only are aesthetic, but it aided in keeping wildlife out and other people coming into your kitchen garden and stealing your vegetables. You would also sometimes find fruit trees in a kitchen garden, like apple trees as an example. So in this particular kitchen garden, the design was they actually made what we would call raised beds, somewhat raised beds, and they outlined it in stone. And that allowed to create your own swale, but it also helped control weeds. And also they have a menagerie of different plant material in this kitchen garden, so it is not 100% a kitchen garden. They also have flowers, and you would have found some flowers that would have been edible, like pansies as an example, or violets, growing along vegetables in the kitchen garden. Another interesting fact about this kitchen garden, and a lot of people, it's not covered in the Outlander series, but it's a very interesting fact, is that they used mint in many different ways. Now, when we think of mint, we think of mint tea, we think of mint being used for medicine, but did you know they used to freeze it in little cubes of ice if they had available to them an ice house? They would actually just pick it and put it in little containers and cover the mint with water, and then they would freeze it. Then in the summertime, they had a way of flavoring their cool drinks. Another interesting point, in this kitchen garden, you may have noticed we have these wooden stakes. Back in the 1700s, 1800s, even 1900s, people were very familiar with plant material, and they really didn't need name tags to be able to identify, because they were so familiar and they worked with these plants on a daily basis. So this is a modern adaptation so that people can identify plant material. This has been the Outlander. Until we meet each other again in time.